It is being reported that the Chicago Bulls turned down the 13th pick in this year's draft. Was it a good decision or a bad decision? Y'all know we gonna talk about it and get y'all thoughts on this as well. And then, does the Alex Caruso move mean something to DeMar DeRozan? We gonna talk about it, break it down, but you gotta hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and today I am with my dog, C-Dub. What's the word?
What's the word, boy? Damn, I heard we just didn't want to trade to Sacramento for some reason. Is that the case?
Didn't. On me.
What's going on with
didn't. But it's being reported. This was coming from a guy named Anthony Slater from The Athletic in regards to the Sacramento Kings 13th pick in this year's draft. And he threw out a little tidbit and just, lined it up and said that the Sacramento Kings tried to give the Chicago Bulls the 13th pick for this year's draft in exchange for Alex Caruso. The Bulls declined. The Bulls decided to send Alex Caruso to OKC. C-Dub, what is your initial reaction after hearing this report come out?
My initial reaction after reading the report is, did they offer anything else? Because they didn't say if they offered anything else or not. That'll be big right now to gauge my attitude towards this topic right now. Because if they did offer a 13 pick in, let's say, a Davion Mitchell, a 13 pick in a Harrison Barnes, a 13 pick in Trey Lyles or something like that, would that have been better than Alex Caruso for Josh Giddey? This is what you got to put. This is the math problem you got to be put to fruition. Is the 13th pick going to be better than Josh Giddey? Now, Josh Giddey is 21 years old, 6'8", averaged 17 points and 6 rebounds, 6 assists in his league. Been in this league 3-4 years. So he's obviously a better player than any 13 pick you was going to pick in this year's draft. So that's going to be good. We good with Josh Giddey. But we need to know more context. Did they offer anything else besides the 13 pick? That's all I want to know.
From Sacramento, I tell you, decline if it ain't Keegan Murray. And we know that ain't happening. We know that ain't happening. So if you trying to give me the 13 pick and take on Harrison Barnes, I'll pass. Yeah. I'd rather go stand on 79th and wait for the 79th Street bus than to take Harrison Barnes.
You ain't standing on 79th and waiting for no bus. This man said he gonna stand on the 9 and wait on the bus. Okay.
Hey, I'd rather do that than wait and than to take Harrison Barnes. That should tell you something.
Damn.
Hey, that should tell you something. But then when you talk about Trey Lyles, I'll pass on that too. And then Davion Mitchell, I love what he can bring defensively. But other than that, I'll pass on that too. And then I think you kind of hit it right there on the money. There's nobody in this draft that's going to be better than Josh Giddey if we keep it up.
It might be a couple of players
that eventually be better, but for right now, going into 2024, 2025, it ain't happening.
Okay, you love Eve Missy, and Alex Czar is probably a better Eve Missy. Would you take Eve Missy or Alex Czar over Josh Giddey?
No.
Really? Okay.
You might think about being a SAR better. You know what I'm saying? That's the one where we got to talk. Eve Missy, I love what he can do athletically as a big. He ain't better than Josh Giddey though.
No, nobody. Not Terrence Shannon. Not Terrence Shannon. I would take Terrence Shannon over Josh Giddey.
I mean, I think that decision will be based on the long-term stuff on what you believe he can be. Well, we already know what Josh Giddey is, and he has some potential to move up, right?
Yeah,
at least some. You know what I'm saying? Because now I think that with him being where he was and missing out on playing time because of what was transpiring with the guys that was on the team. You know what I'm saying? He took a seat. So now I believe the Chicago Bulls is getting a guy with a chip on his shoulder and, facing a little bit of controversy. I ain't getting into that. But you get a guy that can come in here and potentially, you know what I'm saying, help the team in a different way than Terrence TSJ would in his rookie season. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting 17 and potentially 17, 6, and 7 out of him in year one.
Nephew, let me ask you this question. You think because it's been reported that the Bulls have been scouting Giddey for a couple years now. Have you heard of those reports?
I have.
Could it be that they went in this offseason concentrated on trading Alex Caruso, but they already set in their mind that they going to Oklahoma City to trade for Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso, and they was just listening to see if they can take them off that plank from the Sacramento Kings, like get them out of that mode. I think they always was looking to Sacramento trying to get Josh Giddey with that trade from Alex Caruso, and they just looked at these other trades, paid them a little attention to see if it was a little better than Alex Caruso, and maybe they didn't offer enough to get them off that path with OKC. What do you think about that scenario?
Well, I think that's a great question. First and foremost, these guys, it was reported that they had 15 trades lined up for Zach LaVine. I think it was just Zach LaVine in that, but we don't know how many trades was available for Alex Caruso. Absolutely. We've heard stuff that teams are offering multiple first round picks, but if we keeping it a buck, when it comes down now to give you the answer to the question, you got to go around and see if somebody going to jump off the porch. You got to go around and see if somebody gonna jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saying, hey, I got Alex Caruso, Golden State, what you giving me? And you say you giving me Moses Moody, Pods. I can't remember. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to mess up his name. They call him Pods though. Pods and maybe a pick. I'm like, I don't know about that. And if I'm talking to Sacramento and I say I want Keegan Murray, you say no way. I say, all right, you giving me Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, and the pick. You say no, I say I bet I'm going over here and go get the player that I've been looking at for years. You know, these past few years, I believe he's a solid good player. So you go ahead and you make the move regardless. It ain't the greatest trade, but
it's not.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. It's a questionable trade when you talk about what you could have gotten back, but you got to accept the other fact of it is that you're getting a player that's better than a lot of things right now. And C-Dub, just to throw another thing out there for the people that don't know, it's being circulating around that the Bulls were actually trying to get a pick for next year's draft as well, or something like that. It's something along those lines. So it's just our rumors as far as I know. If anybody know that if it's legit, let us know. But that's was something that I was hearing. What you think about that?
Yeah, I heard this, like it was 15 teams bidding for Zach LaVine. That's trades on the board and all the rest of that stuff. But it's good. Let's just get that out the way. Let's get Zach traded and just get back to normalcy. Now with Josh Giddey, the kid, this is the most important thing to know about Josh Giddey. He only 21 years old. And what has he already done in the league? 17, 6, and 6. I think he averaged last year or the year before.
Yeah, it was the year before.
The year before. This kid, Josh Giddey, he can be something. He got all-star potential. It depends on how you want to use him. And how much do you trust Billy Donovan to use him? How good would Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu be playing with them? Because I would say, with no moves being made, those are your two guys, Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White. Those two guys. It's no longer DeMar DeRozan, and we'll get to that topic in a minute. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine or Vooch. So we're gonna see. It's an experiment that the Chicago Bulls are doing right here. I think they throwing a Hail Mary. Do you agree with that? I think they throwing a Hail Mary. This is a Hail Mary, and it's basically coming from AK. He definitely said he had to make change with the roster, and he did exactly that on the first day that he can make changes to the roster. So I expect more changes. I think I think he's fighting for his job, bro. You gotta be fighting for your job after so much mediocrity from the last 3-4 years. He's trying to put his best efforts in this offseason. He has to put the best product on the floor this season for his job. Absolutely.
I was with you into that last part. I don't believe this man fighting for his job. Him. I don't see Mark Eversley fighting for his job or Billy Donovan. These guys all received extensions. Now, don't get me wrong. They could still get fired. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see that happening. The only time we seen Jerry literally fire somebody like quick was Tom Thibodeau, and Vinny Del Negro. Because those were two guys that stood up to Jerry and was like, F you. I'm trying to coach my team and you getting in the way type stuff. Billy Donovan, all the other guys, Fred Hoiberg. The coaches was chosen over the players.
Yeah, bro.
In those situations. That tells me everything I need to know, because there's no way that any other organization would have selected to go with the decision to keep Fred Hoiberg over Jimmy Butler, regardless if Jimmy wasn't the Jimmy that we know him of as being today. They would have went in favor of the player. The Bulls said no. The Bulls said no.
but Jimmy was in there acting a fool, though. He was in the locker room acting ass. Let's just leave that out there. He wasn't like a company man per se. Like, he was in there causing problems, bro.
Right.
For sure. He was being real belligerent in the locker room. For sure. And that's him, though. If he don't like what's going on a team, he going to let you know about it. He did it in Minnesota, too. So that's him. But he was, let's be fair, he was causing a little bit of uproar up in that bitch.
He was, but what winning head coach is not an asshole? What winning player is not an asshole? Regardless if we agree with the antics or whatever, if you want to be great, you're going to be some type of asshole. That's just what it is. If you want to win games, you want to be great, you going to be an ass.
You think Steph Curry an asshole?
Yes. He just do it with light-skinned tendencies. That's it. What? He do it with light-skinned tendencies, and he petty as hell. People don't be realizing Steph Curry is a petty motherfucker. They be seeing the three-point shot. He's smiling, giggling, shimmying and shit. He's an ass. He's an ass. You know what I'm saying? That's great players and great coaches do things that don't rub people right all the time. That's just how life works. Hell, you can go to work today and the CEO is going to have a different mentality than the forklift driver. And we know why. Come on, bro.
Nephew spitting that gospel right now.
I'm just saying, the mindset is a lot, man. When it comes to talking about the guys in the front office, it always you have to be cautiously optimistic. I got that from Magic Johnson. Shout out the great one of the greats. He said with the Lakers, he's cautiously optimistic. With this move right here, I'm cautiously optimistic that we are still gonna make more moves. Is it gonna translate to the court? I'm still standing right here like it ain't ready yet. The cake is still baking. We got more shit to do.
Hey, I feel you. I think you owed that of what you've been watching for the last 2.5 years. All of Chicago Bulls basketball fans are owed that for the last 2.5 years we've been watching basketball. So I'm gonna ride with it. I'm just eager to see more because it's been crazy. Did anybody see Josh Giddey being the Chicago Bull this season? No.
Not me.
So this is going to be a crazy offseason. Who knows what we're going to trade Zach LaVine to and what we're going to get back. Most people think Sacramento. Most people think Detroit. It might come from any you want to give me I'm going to give you a crazy dark horse. Portland. Watch Portland. Just watch Portland. Watch Portland.
What's it? You want to give some context behind that, or you want people?
I'm just saying, watch Portland. They got a lot of young players over there, and Zach LaVine would fit nicely over there, and that's where he from. He from that area. You know what I'm saying? That's where he was born. He from the Seattle area, I think, like that.
I thought he was from the Cali area. somewhere on the West
he
Coast.
he lives in LA, but he was born and raised in Seattle with Jamal Crawford and him. So he one of those boys. So we'll see. That might not even be close, but I'm just saying, if you want to look for assets, look at Portland. That's all I got to say.
Should we really be looking for assets after you couldn't get none out of the team that holds 100 of them?
AK, we ain't got no confidence in AK, bro. This Mark.
No, I don't.
He couldn't steal a fucking draft pick from OKC, and they left it lying on the floor. This Mark, I just don't get you no negotiating skills, bro.
Yeah, I think, and the last point, I think that when you talk about having faith in AK, I don't. No, not much. You had Alex Caruso at his pinnacle before the trade deadline this season and last year. And then same thing with DeMar DeRozan. After he got MVP votes, you could have made a decision. I'm not mad at it, but some people are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad for DeMar sticking around after he had a great year one. I'm not mad at that, but some people brought that up and tried to, and no, we have discussed that before. But now when you talk about Nikola Vucevic, some may argue it was an overpay. Some may argue that. So then you look at it and you be like, damn, can this guy negotiate? Is he afraid to negotiate because you went into 2 consecutive deadlines doing nothing? It's a fair question. Is he afraid to negotiate? I'm not. Is he?
That's a travesty, man. If you got a general manager or an executive of player personnel can't negotiate, scared to negotiate, that's crazy. He in the wrong job.
That's what I'm saying. But it's guys, you already know it's a lot of and I know fuck it. Anyway, I know that it's people in this chat that negotiated contracts. Yeah. It's and when you go talk to after you negotiate your contract and you get what you want, and then you start talking, you don't tell people what you got. It's the people that feel like they was underpaid. They do the talking. You be like, damn, you only settled for 50? Dang, I got 75 out of them. What are you talking about? It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. Man. It's some people that will sit there and say, oh, yeah, cool, I got it. Let's do the trade on the real. Yeah. And then you get guys like Danny Ainge and say, hell no.
Danny Ainge's a stubborn motherfucker, boy.
Shit. Yeah. But, hey, the Josh Giddey stuff is interesting. It's making Bulls offseason crack a little bit harder because we needed the talk for sure. Bro. But C-Dub, now we talk about Josh Giddey, but now we got to talk about DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
With the current the recent move of Alex Caruso moving on, do you think this increases the chances of DeMar DeRozan walking for nothing?
Now let's just live in DeMar DeRozan's shoes right now. Before the season ended, you feeling good. You like, man, I love this city. I'm finna sign back. I'm finna get that max contract because ain't nobody else gonna give me no max contract. I'm gonna just get it here in Chicago, and we gonna make our team better. Lonzo coming back. We got Alex Caruso, and then they trade him. DeMar DeRozan is 35 years old. I think he'll be 36 during the season this year as they play. Ain't no way in hell the Chicago Bulls got a chance to compete for a championship in the next couple years. You get into the end of the line, my dude. My recommendation, go and play for a competing team, DeMar DeRozan. You owe it to yourself, bro. You owe it to yourself. And you've been tremendous here in Chicago. Shout out to you. Shout out to Dior. She helped us win a play-in game, too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your Kobe Bryant collection shoes, your shoe collection, your Cobes. But, bro, that's it for Chicago, bro. This is gone try to win a chip or something. So, L.A. Clippers, go home to the crib. Lakers, go to the crib.
I don't think he'll ever play for the Clippers.
Because Kawhi over there. I know they got some sneak dissing ass beef, him and Kawhi, bro.
Kawhi over there, and this is not the organization his mentor, his idol played for. He could never.
If they pay him, he gonna play. What you mean?
That's a fact.
And he could just drive 10 minutes and go to where he used to leave from Compton.
He can
The
crip
fuck?
walk with Kendrick. On me.
Crip walk with Kendrick.
Crip
You
walk,
see, he
blood
all
bounce,
out.
whatever you gonna
Kendrick outside, bro. He got people outside. This the most I seen of Kendrick, bro, in like 10 years, bro.
do. On me. That's a fact. That's a
That's why
fact.
people so excited, bro. They don't never see the man. But anyway,
On me. That's a fact. But I think that DeMar DeRozan, I think the writers on the wall, bro. It's time.
it's it, bro.
Ring chase, bro.
Go get it.
Hey,
bro.
move the family back to LA. And if you I know, y'all know me. I'm a military veteran. I know what it's like to live without your loved ones for a little period of time. I can't speak for everybody else, but I say, damn it, you probably can make it work simply because I didn't have private jets available to me to bring me back to and from Chicago.
You know what I'm saying?
You do.
You feel me?
You
feel
do.
me?
And you are going to go back to that city and play around and play a Lakers game, a Clippers game, and be able to stick around for a couple days. Look, I know it's difficult. I can't speak for everybody else and what they want to do. I'm just saying this is a suggestion. C-Dub, Chris Paul, did you know when I believe his last year, I think it was his first year, the only year he played at OKC, his family stayed back at the in LA, I believe. I believe that's what happened. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a story that pretty much said that Chris Paul was living on the road, quote unquote, and his family was back at home type stuff. So I'm just saying it's feasible. It should be a lot easier.
That ain't no worry, though, nephew. They rich. That's not a worry.
That's what I'm saying.
They rich. That's
what I'm trying to get to. Because I think that DeMar DeRozan, like, bro, you look at it, this is about to be a whole new youth movement. If you satisfied for what you now, I will say this: if he's satisfied with the work he's done already, and he's good with where he's gonna be in this NBA, cool. You stick around, you mentor the young guys, you get your points, you move up the record books and points and everything that you do. Cool. If you cool with that, now what are you cool with, or what I would love for him to do? Go on a team and compete for a damn championship. Absolutely. You think a contending team can't use a DeMar DeRozan in the fourth quarter? You're crazy.
Crazy.
He can absolutely ball out in the fourth quarter. He will have to adjust a little bit, but he's shown that he can adjust. Yes. It's just about how much sacrifice he's willing to give that new team. So I think he should be up out the door. Alex Caruso is gone. Zach might be gone. Vooch might be gone. It's about to be a young ass team. He ain't going far.
And shout out to V-Dog. He say Philadelphia a suitor for DeMar from what I'm hearing. Now, could you just picture? DeMar DeRozan is the third option. He's your third best. Could you just picture your third best defender trying to guard DeMar DeRozan?
It'll be a better look for them than Tobias Harris.
Ooh, Tobias. They finna kick his ass. They finally got out that contract.
It'll be a better guy to stick around than Tobias Harris.
Bro, they finna throw Tobias Harris shit out on the grass, bro. And they like, bro, we done paying your ass. Oh, don't you do that. Shut up, nephew. Don't you put that voodoo over here. Chicago Bulls, stay away from Tobias Harris. We not doing that, bro. We ain't. We ain't. I got to deal with listening to nephew for 82 games, bro.
Complain.
Do not get Tobias Harris, bro. No.
It's definitely, bro. But I'm with the man. Look, I just wish the best for DeMar DeRozan. I appreciate all the great years you gave us. I just think that it's time for him to go play for something a little bit more meaningful.
Yeah, we turning the page, DeMar. You can't look this DeMar career, and you started your career at Toronto. You were up and coming player trying to prove yourself. You did that. Y'all was a great team. Y'all was number one in the East for a lot of years. You just couldn't get past LeBron. You got traded to San Antonio. Kawhi came and took over the team but basically you was the leader of. They didn't change nothing but you, DeMar. Kawhi won the championship with your team. You went to San Antonio, got humbled, and got coached by one of the greatest coaches of all time. Learned to be a playmaker, came back to Chicago, revitalized your team, got on the NBA All-First team. He was NBA All-First the first year. He was first, the first team the first year. He got MVP votes. or was it the second? You might be right. It's the second. You might be right, nephew. But he got on the All NBA team. Injuries just destroyed the momentum of the Chicago Bulls. You stuck here. You didn't complain. You stuck to your contract. You didn't try to demand a trade. You get respect for that. Now that you played out your contract, you don't owe us nothing, dog. It's your time. Go to Philadelphia, go to the Clippers, go to the Lakers, go to a competing team and try to win that ring that Kawhi stole from you.
Hey, you want to know, Chicago fans, I believe we the best fan base in the world. That's just me when it comes to any sport. Because why? This man, DeMar DeRozan, will come back and play a game, and we're going to be chanting MVP for him.
Yep.
Derrick Rose ain't played here since 2013, I believe. He still get MVP chance.
He still get MVP.
I just don't think Jimmy Butler get much because he talk greasy. He talk shit. So
Jimmy
if you leave, you talk shit, you don't get no love. But if you leave and you show love, we gonna love you. What?
Oh, bro. Oh, bro.
We gonna love you.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, but it's still what would you gauge it of him staying and going? I say it's 50-50.
I'm gonna lean into I think it. So
it's 50-50 now. I had 60-40. Let me
50.
tell you this context. I had 60-40 that he was going to stay before the trade for Giddey. But now I got it 50-50.
I think it's 60-40 now, leaning towards walking. But
Okay.
I think the biggest thing is the reason why I don't think, to me, honestly, it could be closer than that. Simply because he was on Draymond Green's podcast, and they was like, Draymond was like, I told you to come play with us. He was like, I told you I ain't playing that way. He's like, I'm not going out like that, just copping out. Now, do change. People mindsets do change. Everybody changing, develop and start thinking differently all the time. So that could have changed. But after hearing him like not wanting to join Golden State when you could have been, I don't know how it would have fit schematically, but if they could have figured it out, you would have.
They could have.
They had success.
Yeah.
He could have saw some of that success.
Yeah, and I've been hearing rumors about Golden State looking at Paul George. Would that be something? Steph and Paul George with no Clay? That'll be nuts.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan don't owe us anything.
Nope.
We don't owe DeMar anything as well. I just want to make that clear. But DeMar DeRozan, you're an exceptional man. You're an exceptional player. And I think you should go ahead and be a little selfish this offseason, bro. Beyond anything.
V-Dog said, hey, Bobby, one thing KC Johnson mentioned, for those that don't know, he said it won't be a total youth movement. They looking to have a good mixture of a lot of vets and young guys, similar to what the Pelicans have built. I can see that. They already said they really not trying to go into full rebuild mode. So I can kind of see that. But but Q, come on now. Don't give it to us like this. Talking about the Bulls gonna sign CP3.
Bro, what? Hell no, bro. What? How am I supposed to watch the games watching CP3 turtle stroll his ass up and down the court?
That's funny.
He a Ninja Turtle.
JDH joining us said Josh Giddey isn't very good, to be honest. Kobe White is a better point guard. Giddey plays flat-footed and lazy. Not impressed with Giddey. Didn't fit with OKC because he's not real good. He ain't terrible, but not good.
That's what I'm saying, nephew. This whole thing with Giddey, how is he going to work with Kobe White? The man just almost won the most improved player. You told him to be a greater point guard. He did that. He's a better point guard. And now you look like you finna snatch the ball out of his hands. Because Giddey is no good unless you got the ball in his hands, correct?
Correct.
So, what's up with Kobe? Kobe, go back to your rookie season when you was Zach. I need you to be a shooter again.
Oh Lord, no.
I need you to shoot. I need you to be shooting.
I don't think it's gonna look like that. I think they can. I think, bro. I don't think you're not. You're not gonna take all of the on ball situations away from Kobe White. Okay. I just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, like, can we be real? Jalen Williams a different monster. Come on, bro.
He a different monster.
We wanted him too.
Yes.
We wanted Walker Kessler, but we looked at him out of Santa Clara. We was like, who the hell is this 6'8", 6'9" point guard? How tall is this buff? We like, shorty got game. Yeah. He can initiate offense, and he got a dime bag. He was dishing them bitches in college. Yeah. We did an episode right here. But Dalen Terry.
He said all that. Did he say it? But Dalen Terry. Don't do Dalen like that.
I'm not.
Don't do Dalen like that.
Dalen Terry is going to improve this season. How much is the improvement? It's still to be determined. But I think we will see a better Dalen Terry. But is it too late? That's the question.
Give me a point per game average for Dalen Terry.
I mean, I think he gave you 4 points per game. He'd get up to 8 for sure.
That's a big. That's double fucking your points. That's a good fucking. That's good. I'm gonna go with that, nephew. I like that. I'm gonna go with 8 points, something like 8-9 points for Dalen Terry. That means he gonna play
this.
3 at least. 4. He could give you 4 assists. That ain't too much.
2-3 assists on me.
That's his best skill is passing the ball. He a better passer than anything. And defense.
I think that's how he gonna eat. I think he's gonna come in and get valuable minutes. He's not gonna take away from nobody. He's gonna play within. He has shown he can play within the flow of the offense. He just got to slow down and get more comfortable with it. That's it.
Yeah.
So,
this gonna be a crazy offseason, y'all. We need to talk about Klay Thompson and the possibility he might be a Chicago Bull.
I don't see that happening.
You better start. You better get the sleep out your eyes.
B Sam said, should we try Klay? There you go.
I say yes. Yes.
If you can add on to it, why not?
Yes. Why not?
Why not? I mean, you ain't got shit else to do but to be competitive, right?
A motivated Klay Thompson. Somebody with a chip, a shooter like that with a chip on his shoulder. We gotta improve the shooting profile of the Chicago Bulls. Is that an improvement right there?
Absolutely.
Klay. Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't see it happening, but if it does happen, I am going to welcome it.
I'm with that.
For sure. I'm not going to ever be mad about getting a guy like Klay Thompson. Like, regardless if he fell off or he dropped off a little bit, he could still shoot that motherfucker.
Fell off. Klay averaging 20 next season. Put that on the map. Put that right now on a t-shirt. Klay averaging 20 points next season.
Well, you can't have Klay if you want to keep Kobe in the starting lineup. Gotcha.
Wait. Giddey come off the bench. Hell did you talking about? Alex Caruso came off the bench. Shit.
Hey, that's funny for sure. Bro God said, man, y'all talking about White not having the ball and going backwards, but Ayo takes the biggest hit if Giddey starts.
That's a great point, Bro God. What about Ayo and his minutes? That's obviously gonna wane because Giddey got to play too. And who's the better player between Ayo and Giddey? Okay. I show a little favoritism to Ayo, but really, who's the better player, Ayo or Giddey?
Whoever you pick if you pick Giddey to be better, he ain't that much better.
He ain't that much better. Okay, I give you that. But because that's what I'm saying. Giddey is a little bit better than Ayo right now, but I would take Ayo 100 days. I'll take Ayo 365 days of the year, bro. Over Giddey.
I feel you on that. Definitely. We're going to get into a couple of more of these comments and then bounce. For sure. Jim said Giddey is young. Let's see what he's got. We should be tanking this year anyway. What we tanking for, Jim?
I ain't no tanking. I
Cooper
don't like
Flag?
that word. I don't like that.
I don't like tanking, though.
I don't like tanking.
Hey. How bad was the Detroit Pistons last 2 years? What pick did they get? Tanking don't work like it used to, big dog.
And they going to be bad again this year,
You're going to throw a whole season and Cooper Flag going to be on the next team. I'm just saying. Tanking sound cute back when Joel Embiid was saying trust the process. And it ain't work for him neither.
Hell no. They better not get rid of Ayo. I see that comment. They get rid of Ayo. We turning up in this bitch. I ain't playing.
Aniko, I assume you talking about Ayo. So how much does Ayo get paid? He get paid $7 million a year. That's a steal.
That's a steal. What? That's mega mall prices on bro.
407 said, "Be realistic.
Hey.
Nobody would trade a bag of chips for Levine and
You trolling, bro. That's not accurate. That's just trolling. Zach LaVine is a bona fide proven scorer in this league. Can score over 20. Vooch is a double machine. Somebody will trade for these guys for sure.
You would definitely trade for him, and you definitely getting more than a bag of chips. I know Zach LaVine value is down right now, but you still not trading him for a sack of laundry, bro.
Nah, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The value ain't that high, but it ain't that low.
It ain't that low.
You can trade him with. Need the tank so we can pick higher in the draft. Y'all want a tank for real? Is y'all? Hey, if the Bulls tank it, is y'all gonna be on these live calls though?
Yo, bro. Tell them that you.
That's all I want to know. I'm on for the tank if y'all gonna go fuck 106 in full and more, and invite your family members to come kick it, drink some cognac, drink some water, Gatorade, lemonade, whatever you want to drink online. We talk Bulls basketball, talk about how bad they are, and tanking. Y'all gonna be cool with that?
Y'all cool with that, bro?
Show up.
Right, yeah, that was a great question. Y'all just let us know. Bro. No tank. I'll see you up there, Ann.
Q from Let's Talk Bulls said it's hard to say because Ayo was bad his second year, so Giddey could have a comeback year. That's why a lot of people are holding out optimism. But you still got to be a little bit concerned with how it works with everything. And you already know Billy Donovan. We already know Billy Donovan. For real. Off topic real quick. But even after this run and winning the finals, do you trust Joe Mazzulla?
I have to.
I would say you trust him more than what we used to do. Now, would I say would I trust him at 100%? It's still out there, but I would say that in them finals, he coached his ass off.
Yeah, nephew, you can't do that, gang. Give that man his respect. Don't give him no caveats.
No, ain't no caveat.
You just said.
I said I don't trust him 100%, but
why you don't trust him 100%? He just took his team to the championship.
Look, you got to do more for me. It's what
the fuck else more to do, nephew?
If Billy goes out and goes to the Defense Conference Finals next year, you want me to trust him? No, I gotta go off what you show me.
That ain't the shit, nephew. He just won a championship.
I'm just saying, you have to show consistency.
Man, it's a tough room, bro. Nephew,
I trust him, just not at 100%.
We ain't saying he a great coach, but you should be able to trust him. He guided his team to the championship.
Just not 100%. You trust him.
Hell, I trust him. He took his team to the championship. Why wouldn't I? Boy, y'all tough, boy. What can you do to make people happy around this motherfucker, bro?
Get 1,500 like Trump did.
This man.
That's the only way people be happy right here. They want PPP loans back with 1,500 back. They want PP loan back. I know y'all politicking and working it out in the chat. Hey.
Okay.
But hey, man, you got anything left?
Hey, man, this is going to be an exciting offseason for the Chicago Bulls. Make sure y'all stay in tune. Y'all the best in the world, best chat on the planet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you get out of here. And also punch that like button. We appreciate y'all.
For sure. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button before you go. If you want to call in and be a part of one of our episodes, call in and leave a voicemail. The number is in the center of your screen if you're with us on YouTube. The number is 773-242-9219. You call, leave a voicemail. We come up on that on our next video, play your voicemail, and respond to your take. Let you know if it's good or trash. Let us know. But that's it, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. For sure.